Guess what? I'm live. Yes, I am. It says upcoming. There is no upcoming. I'm here. Yeehaw Meemaw. How's it going, guys? Link. Let's do this here. Get a few things set up here. How is everyone doing? Hopefully you can hear me all right. I got a little music playing. I'll kill the music in a minute. Just give me a few seconds here. Get back in here. I know Nick was asking some questions about Wi-Fi. I'll cover some Wi-Fi here in a minute. Get back in here. Hey, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a little sore. I got it kind of cut off so you guys don't see the scar here, so it's kind of uncovered, drying out. I was able to actually get my first shower since my surgery. They told me not to shower for 48 hours because of the stitches are dissolvable. So kind of see they got me a little deep right here, right there. Now let me get scoot up to the camera here, so my meds are kind of wore off a little bit from this afternoon. I'm in between taking a couple meds and passing out to waking up, so I'm here. I figured I'd come in here and hit up a live, see what I can do here, see how everybody's doing. So I went to the other stream and dropped the link. Let me kill that music here. There, hopefully that sounds a little better. Why is Luna C off? I don't think it's off. Let me turn around here and look. Right there on the bottom. Luna C's on there. I accidentally put 2 Jasmys up there. I know that. Let me look again. What else is up there? Bitcoin's in the top left. XRP's in the bottom. Luna C on the bottom right. Jasmy's on the top right. So yeah, they're there. Luna C's there. Yeah, I woke up at 4:30 or 4:15 this morning, and I noticed that my live stream had went down again. And that's getting resolved here. December 2nd, I am getting another monitor. Black Friday had a sale on 27-inch 240 hertz monitors. So I'm going to add another 27-inch to my current 27-inch, and I'll take these 2 24s I have here, and I'll grab my other desktop. I'll take this laptop here and put it over here. I'll grab my desktop out of the other room that I'm not using, bring it in here and hook it up to these 2 monitors, and I'll use it for streaming. That way we won't have to worry about the cats killing the live stream. So that'll be up and running. And the laptop I won't be able to hook to the internet because I don't have enough internet in this room to run all 3 computers. And so, but I'm streaming on my big one here. It's got 2 24s vertical and a 27-inch landscape. And so they'll soon have 2 27s. And if they go on any more on sale between now and Monday, I might grab a third 27-inch so I can have 3 27-inch 240 hertz monitors here. Because I do like to play games once in a while, and one game I'd play is a racing game, and 3 monitors would just be cool for that little racing game. And so I'm working on building that little system up. Excuse me. But let me grab a chart here, see what's going on. I've been looking at Bitcoin off and on the last few days, making a few comments. So we'll cover a few charts here. Smash that like button. Give me a thumbs up. And let me know if the audio is okay, because I had to rearrange this whole room in here. And my microphone it usually sits like right here in my face. And so it's a 1.5 feet over here to the left of me. I want to make sure it's picking up the volume. If not, I might have to tweak it a little bit to get the actual shotgun part of it to actually pick me up better. Yeah, I got sort. I'm struggling with swallowing right now, so just bear with me. I still feel like I got about a 2-inch marble in my throat. Because when they cut my neck open, they actually had to pull everything to one side when to go in there. So just by them moving the tendons, you have those 3 tendons in your neck. The one tendon over here got hyper strung. It's really, really tender and sore and hurting. Yes, Nick, we're going to cover Whiffy. I'm going to cover your Whiffy. Your little Miss Whiffy you're worried about. I'll cover a few things here. So let me switch screens here for you guys. See, how's that look? Oh, no. Let me fix this camera in the background. It looks like garbage. Oh my God, I thought I had that fixed. Chop that thing off, get rid of it. There we go. I know the camera kind of sucks. I'm looking at getting a capture card and some other cameras. So capture card I'm looking at is almost $300 to put in the computer. It'll actually handle up to 4 cameras. Now I want to get cameras I can set behind the computer that'll zoom in and out, that look a little more professional than what I have. I just got this one cheap little $19 camera, and it does pretty good for what it's doing, but it keeps my ugly mug out of your chart, at least for the most part. I could probably zoom that down just a little bit more. How's that? There you go. I just don't want you guys to have to see this gnarly little scar I got. Yeah, I wasn't watching the sports part of it there, Nick, so I don't know much about your football that you guys watch. But this is what I've been commenting on the last couple of days. Is you can see this little green line I got drawn here. I drew it a while back from up here at the top, around 24,000 to the top of this one right here at 22,797. So I brought that green line down because it kind of angled down more than this channel did here. And as everybody can see, you know, everybody kept calling 17,600 a bottom, saying that was it. We were going up. I drew that channel upward. I just didn't see it happening. Then when I was able to get this blue wedge drawn here and I seen it breaking that blue wedge, I knew it wasn't going to hold. It tried to right here. It tried like hell to hold right here. But this downward wedge continued to hold. It bounced out a few times, got up, ran the ridge here, jumped out, come back down. But like I said, I'd never be bullish until we got past that goal line and blew through it. And we didn't really blow through it. We popped through it, came back and retested. And I said, if we bounced from here and went to 23,000, I would go bullish. And I never did. We continued to follow this golden line all the way down. And then we just kind of got this little waffle little look out of it. And it tried to pop up here, but still wasn't. And I still knew that all this liquidity was down here. And I knew Bitcoin wanted to come into this liquidity and get down in here. I still think there's more to the downside. So we're back down into this channel here. I'll bring this in here and zoom this in more. So we're still back into this channel, back running this ridge. We're running this ridge line here. Dropped out, retested, tried to come back out. And yesterday I made the comment that we're pinched between the 13 and the 5 EMA. That's this yellow and red ribbon right here, red lines. And we're still pinched in there. And as long as we're staying pinched in there, and The LSMA is way down here. It's flat. It hasn't curled up yet. I still think that we could see this thing drop back into the channel and run for this LSMA. And if it does, we could see it get down here in the 15,200, possibly the 15.1s, because if it starts coming down, you notice it'll angle down more. So just keep an eye on that. This could happen in a couple of days, or in a couple of days, this could start to curl up and we could start to get past this 13 EMA and start to make a run up. But then you still got this, the ribbon's real thinned out. It's right here. This is the daily chart, but this is a lot of liquidity still down in here. And to show you guys some more before we go any further, there's liquidity right in here, but it's not strong liquidity. There is another couple $100 million in liquidity down here that it could come for. I do not see us getting into the $8,000 and $6,000 mark. It's not as strong as what this red was. This red was major bloodline, just like what I had drawn back before. When it crushed right in through here, I had all this red marked, and I said it was going to come down for it, and a lot of people said it wouldn't. It did. So me personally, I'm going to say somewhere between 13,773 and about 12,700 is going to be our bottom before we start seeing the bounce up. That's just my opinion. I think we're going to come down and test this gold line one more time, somewhere down in here, and we're going to take off. See, we're already, to the point of hitting. If it does come down to the goal line, we're at 12.1 right now. A couple more days would be 11,000. If we went to December 7th, to touch the goal line would be 103,000 or 10,349. So, yeah, I mean, it could get to 11.7. I'm not feeling it. I mean, I know there's a lot of BS going on in the market and a lot of downside of FTX and all that stuff going on. But I don't think that's enough downfall to push it down further. I mean, we are at a peak right here on the God, I can't even talk. That's the stocks RSI. I haven't done charts in so long I forgot what that chart was. So we're at the peak of the stocks RSI, but we are at the bottom of the MACD. We did cross over, but there's nothing stopping that from going back down, crossing back down, or coming down, bouncing back off. But this looks like it wants to come back down. And it kind of looks like we had right over here, which would be a steep little drop off like this right here. Which, if that was the case, steep little drop off would bring us down into the 15,200, 100 area. So you're asking about some other stuff that's dropped us down. Let's get into, I'll keep this chart up. Let's just do this. You want Wi-Fi. We'll just stay on this here. Nick's been asking about Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, Bitcoin, Tether, US dollar. Is Wi-Fi on Wi-Fi? That's on Coinbase, isn't it? WFII, yeah. I mean, I got too many eyes in there. I got too many meds in my brain still, probably. I thought that was on Coinbase. It is on Coinbase. Right there it is. DeFi money. Take a peek at it. Yeah, goes up fast, comes down fast. Okay. I have not looked at this in quite some time. I think I did some charting on that a while back. It's been a while. Okay, I guess not. Not on this chart I haven't. Might be on the other chart, not using these candles. So let me quick go to the watch list here. Hold up there. Pretty sure I had it. I guess I didn't have it. Wow. But I had it on the watch list too. I guess not. And I like the watch list too because I can do the percentage thing on here and see what's top of my list today, like QNT, QSP, IMV, PER, or PERP. They're all at the top gainers today. There's WFIUSD. That's Yearn Finance. So that's not Wi-Fi. So I was thinking of Yearn Finance when you were talking about Wi-Fi. So I apologize there. So there's Wi-Fi here. That's not the chart I wanted. We want, there we go. I mean, we have that. Those aren't the candles I really want. There we go. And that's Jasmy. That's not what I wanted. We will get it straightened out here, Nick. I promise you. Just have to bear with me being a little slow in the brain sometimes. So I assume that's what you're looking at there. This is the 5-minute chart. Let's go to the 1-day chart. What signals we're getting off a market cipher. So you had the big red candle there, or red down here. Come here, see me. Let's pull this up here for price 11,082. Hasn't printed the green dot yet, but I'd almost say it's probably going to get ready to. I'm not sure how this correlates with Bitcoin. I wanted to pull this up because I thought I charted this before, but I guess I didn't. Let me just get a look at what's going on here. Yeah, that's a hell of a run up there. The blue diamond, you know, telling you to buy. Should have bought back here on the green dot. Let me see what I want to do here. I want to pull it. I'm straight. I'm on. Go. I'm live on here. Go. Bye bye. I don't know. Go talk to Mimo. My wife's babysitting. I apologize, guys. They got a little one that's running my room here. Sorry. I turned my head pretty quick, caught my throat. I'm looking for my charts here. Where'd my Fibonacci go? That's it. Okay. See what we got for a fib here. Yeah, I'm struggling with that, guys. I'll be honest with you. I haven't done charts in quite a long time. And I'm struggling remembering what all my stuff is, my charts. So yeah, you blew through the 236, blew through the 382, all the way through the 0.5, almost to the 618 before I got rejected. There's got to be another rejection point in there for some reason. So let's go here to the 3 hour. I just barely got past the 5. So yeah. On the 3 hour right now, we're showing, green candles. So to give my thoughts on this, we're above the LSMA on the 3 hour. Could we run it to about 16, 19? Possibly. Get through this little area right through here. Blow it up so you can see it better. I think it's on the verge of popping off, getting up here to about 1607, 16 area right in here. If it can get past 1613, get into the 1660 area, get past the 1675, I think you got a good chance of running up to that golden line up above, which would put you about 2780, 2790. So in the 3 hour, let's go to the 1 hour. We got a green dot on the 1 hour. Do we have a green dot on the 3 hour? Yes, we got a green dot on the 3 hour. What about the 6? Not yet on the 6. Starting to get a little curl on there. On the 4 hour. Wow, huge jump right there. Green dot on the 4 hour. And so it just recently started turning green, working its way back up. So a nice bounce off this SMA right here as it come back up and hooked off of there. 30 minutes. Nice upward trend on a wedge on the 30-minute there. Bib on this here. Lock from base to base, not wick to wick. So yeah, I mean, yeah, if it runs up to the 236, that's what, 1278. It's not a lot. But that's on the 30-minute. Go to the 45. Yeah, we got a signal on the 45. That's average. I won't call it strong. But yeah, we gotta get past the 1200 here. 1278 area. I think we'll look good. I mean, we're this little signal line here, we broke through it once. We came back, we retested it. LSMA's under it, pushing up. I mean, this right here is good signal here on the 1 hour of something that's fixing to get explosive again. Because what it is your wave, most of your candles are below this orange line here, and everything's pushing up. It's under the top of the candle now. So yeah, I see where this could probably in the next couple hours could push up at least another couple $200-300. You could possibly see it run all the way up to 1400 in the next, I don't know. They got this humping over here. I'd like to see more volume push into it. So yeah, we could probably see another $150, $200 push into this before we get another red dot on the 1 hour. Just start on the 3 hour. So yeah, it's a tough call on that one. It seems like it's fairly new when they come into the market on dailies. This thing is only been around since October. September 1st, 2021. Yeah, 1400 would be awesome. I can see it doing it. I mean, it's just, let me get this out of the way. You see, you know, it's been on a downward trend the whole time here. So I mean, if I draw the lines on this, oh come on. There's downward trend right here. Change those. I like to keep them white. I know you guys probably like them blue, but I like them white. Actually, it's more of a wedge. So it ran this wedge line down here and broke right through it. If I was to spend more time on this, what I would do with this here if I spent more time with it, Nick. I don't know if you're doing charts or not. Let me pull this back up. Extended lines. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll take the bottom of these candles like this here, or maybe the top of this green one here, and extend it to the top of that. I'll find a high point here and do that. We'll make it 1 point. And let's just move this over some more. I'm going to expand this so I can see it better. Because what I'm doing is what they call spider legs. I'm going to use this candle as my high point for everything. And I went to that one there. I'll go back to the next high one here. And do the same thing there. And I'll do a couple more real quick off of these. And you'll be amazed how well this works. So get centered there. And if I go to this top one here, place it on that one there again. And we'll do this third one. Oh, that hurt. There. So you can see everything's centered right on this one candle like here for the high candle. And let's do one more low one here. So now if I come back over here to where this could blow up to, you start seeing where it touched or almost touched there. And you can do the same thing when you're doing downside also. So you can actually work an array of these in that direction. And then I could go from here to the low side, find me a low one like right here, and start pulling down the low sides. And I could find out where this is touching. Or I could actually do it off this one to that one down here. Kind of like so. Go off that one and just pull that one there. But even if I go to this next candle below it and go to that same candle right there, then you start seeing the pattern. You start seeing it spread apart. So it gives you areas where it's going to run to and from. Hard to pull them out when it's this small. I got to blow the candles up. So then you just blow them up and you'll start seeing how you start seeing where it's going to start running off this right here. But as far as pulling back up, I think, it's got a good chance of blowing up pretty good. So we'll go to the 1 hour here and see what we got on the 1 hour. Starting to curl back up. Well, actually, those come in play on the 1 hour pretty decent. So, so yeah, I look forward to retest this right here at the 12.12. Then look for it to maybe stutter when it hits these lines here. Those are resistance points. All the way up to 13.28. So I know that's not a lot of help for you. Get my rustiness, start doing some charts again is what I need to do. Let's see what we got in the top of the charts. RLY is popping off. That looks like it might have more to go. Well, that's with anything, Nick. I mean, I've picked up a few coins that were, I mean, I didn't have a lot of money, but I grabbed a few XYO. I grabbed some XRP. I grabbed TNX's favorite, CRPT. It was down dirt cheap. I think I picked some of that up around 4 or 5 cents. And a lot of these coins that we're seeing that have hit, 30, 40 cents, 50 cents, that are down around 7, 8 cents, are, to me, is a good buy. They're going to go back up. The only way they're not going to go back up is if they just go away completely. Yeah, so I mean, there's not too much. I mean, if you're buying something that's pumping right now, like RLY here was down all the way down to 0.008 cents, and you're like, oh, I should have bought it. It's up, and here it's already up to 12 cents. I mean, it's up 40% from where it was down at its bottom. Well, it's almost 100%. So it's like 75% up, where it peaked out at 0.14. I mean, 0.0088 times 2 is 0.16, almost 17. I mean, that's almost 100% pump there. It's not the time to start buying it now, but then again, where was the last big high on it? This thing has a tendency of really pumping hard. Let me go back here and see where it was at. Oh, this thing really dove, didn't it? It's been on decline from the day it launched, I think. Holy cow. That's the 1 hour. Let's go to the daily on that. I don't know the story on it. I haven't done the research of the coin itself. I might have in the past. I charged it back here. Shit, this was what? Back when it was 19 cents. And it's only a penny right now? I'd have to go check the website out, see what they're about, see where they stand in their white paper, see how many more coins they got to dump into the system. I don't know if maybe they were in a downward market and they were just also putting in coins into the market. That's where coin market cap's going to come into play, to check that out. Well, it's good to be back. As like I said, I tell you what, the last couple months, I was taking this medication right here, and this gabapentin. It deadens the nerves, so you don't feel the pain. And I was not functional. I'd get on here and I could not focus. I couldn't function. And I'm just now starting to get a little clarity back because I'm on some painkillers. So yeah, I didn't feel like I was doing anybody any good to come on here and read any charts or talk about anything if I couldn't function right. And I didn't want to mislead or do anything wrong. So sometimes it's better just to not say anything than to say a few things wrong. I didn't want to hurt my channel. I want to grow my channel. So sometimes you just got to take those breaks and step away and let things run their course. And painkillers they got me on right now, TNX, is it's for inflammation and pain. I mean, if it wasn't for this being all knotted up and inflamed a little bit, I probably wouldn't be taking them. But I'm probably going to take them for another day or two to help with the inflammation and to make sure everything gets seated in here right. Because kind of give you an idea, I had a double bilateral fusion. They put in 2 cadaver bones in place of the disc, one in each spot between C5, C6, and C7. And then they put titanium plates and screws in there. So until my bones grow around the other ones that are in there and get that seated in nice and tight, and those titanium things kind of get seated in good, it's going to be a rough little ride, pain wise. I mean, you probably see the knot a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit on this side. It's more of a shadow there, but I got a pretty good sized knot right here. So don't want to gross anybody out. It's not bloody or anything, but yeah, nothing like volunteering to have somebody cut your throat. But yeah, go check out the white paper on this. Go check out CoinMarketCap on Rally. I mean, I could probably do it, but yeah, if they're done diluting their coins for this year, this right here could be a nice rally back up. But like I said, I just click on these, see who's Ren's doing good. I mean, hell, these coins ain't got nowhere to go but up. I mean, yeah, they can continue going down. Doge got its spike. Crypt, it's showing it spiking, but I don't even see it. Where did it spike at? Woohoo! Looks like it spiked downward. Farm down to $32. I remember when Farm was running $100 all the time. 130, 140 bucks. Maybe that's what I'm choking on. TNX. You're something else. Maybe it must be a small one because it's just like I said, it's just a small catch in my throat. Oh my God, man. You're something else. Well, Blue Egg, that's your opinion, and I respect your opinion, but I've been in crypto in 2016. I've been through a lot of ups and downs, and this is just the way the market goes. And a lot of people start feeling like it's never going to go back up, and then it's going to take off and blow up and run like hell. And people like you are going to sit back and go, man, why didn't I buy any? You know, everybody's opinion. I respect everybody's opinion to it. And, but I've been around it too long. It's not going nowhere. This is everybody's kids and grandkids' future. I don't know what your age is. My grandson will be 17 next first of the year, and this is going to be his and his kids' futures. Digital currency is the future. Yeah, well, I don't. Yeah, I don't see it going. I wish I was 30 years younger, and I wish I could live a nice long life to watch this all just explode. Because there's gonna be don't get me wrong, there's gonna be a lot of these coins that you see right now, 5, 6 years, 10 years from now, disappear. You won't even hear about them. Um, there was a lot of them when I got into crypto that no longer are in the scene, that are gone. Um, Adam's getting a nice little pull up there. I did buy some more Atom the other day at $9. I do a lot of staking in the Atom ecosystem. I have over 7 coins I stake in. I started back in August. August for September with about $350, which I'm up over about. I'm almost $1,100. It dropped at one point. I was up 1,400, and then when I made this last purchase, I bought another $50 and invested in a coin called UME, UMEE. I'm staking that one at 37% annually. So it's about a penny coin. So my staking is going well. Well, it depends on the team. A lot of times they don't really some don't disappear. They don't make it in the scene no more. People don't talk about them. Coinbase, a lot of them never made it to Coinbase back in the day. A lot of them are still on Binance. When people quit talking about them, the team stops development. When the team completely stops developing a coin, and the coin has no further input on it from any kind of developer, it it does kind of go stagnant. But a coin never actually leaves the blockchain. It's pretty much on the blockchain forever until the last node, which what I mean by node is a master node, or the last miner stops mining it. I mean, so if it's a mineable coin and it's not mined out, even the developers can close down all the nodes. But if one mining rig is still running, mining it, it's still alive. And, or if one master node is still up and running on somebody's server, that coin will stay alive forever. Now, it might not gain value, kind of like Doge. Doge, the developers walked away from it. There was no development on it. There was still a master node running on it. Some people believed in it heavily and kept master node running even though the owner walked away from it. And so Dogecoin came out of the dead, literally came out of the crypt. Someone dug it up out of its grave and brought it back to life. And somehow Elon Musk got involved with it and blew it out of the water. Because back when I got into crypto, $350 bought me 1.2 million Dogecoins for $350, and it was a joke coin. Well, don't get me wrong, Blue Egg. There are a lot of scammers in the crypto market, and there's a lot of coins that come out and try to promote themselves and say they're going to do this and going to do that. They get a lot of people to invest in it, and they scam out. So it does give people a bad taste. Don't get me wrong. I've been scammed. I've had a lot of, I've been invested in coins where on the day they launched, the developers disappeared with all the money and it never even launched. So I don't believe everything in a whole is a scam, but there is a lot of very bad actors in crypto. And as you see more and more billions of dollars get into it, you're going to see some higher up bad actors get involved. People are greedy. You're in the generation of, nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about nobody but themselves. And if they could steal $10 out of your pocket and they did not care if it was your last $10, they're going to steal it from you. People are ruthless and don't care about others in this life. 30 years ago, generation wasn't as it was still crooked, but not that. I mean, they would help people. They wouldn't rob from the poor and keep making them poor. But yes, crypto has great intentions, and it will weed out the bad, and it will get to where it's going. So I mean, with way you feel, if you feel like crypto and all is a scam, then maybe you need to step back. If not, maybe just stick with Bitcoin and and buy a little bit here and there and just stay with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is not going nowhere. Nobody controls Bitcoin. It does get manipulated now that it does have all the other different sectors involved for longing and shorting and aftermarket, all that other crap. So the big boys are involved in it. So there is a little bit of manipulation in Bitcoin. But all in all, I think Bitcoin is going to do what Bitcoin does without anybody controlling how it's going to do it. TNX, I think we've all been wrecked one time or another. I've made big money in it, and I've watched big money go away in it. You just got to, we all learn our lessons that when it blows up and goes big, you got to stop wishing it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you got to learn to start taking profits and wait for the next downfall to buy some more back in much cheaper. You learned that this last time. I had about 15,000 in there. I pulled some out, put some off to the side. But then again, I left a lot in there to let it run down. So we're all sitting and waiting for it to come back to life. So let me get over here to Binance. I want Bitcoin from Binance. BTC. Let me pull this up here on Binance. Go back here and go to the monthly. Bitcoin monthly. Come on, Binance. You go back further than that, you turd. 2020. Come on. Okay, let's see who goes back further. I know CoinBase even goes back further than that. There's CoinBase. My wife's got the TV cranked up, so if you're hearing that, I apologize. So let me close this door behind me here. Hang on 1 second here. Okay, thanks for that. Back in here. So back here, what is this? That was November 2017, the first big bull run out of Bitcoin. Started what, May 17th? Ran all the way up here to December 17th. Got all the way up here to $19,000. It came crashing all the way back down here to 3,000. I mean, so even then, at that point in time, people were calling it a scam then, just like you are now, because they were like, a lot of people bought at $10,000, $11,000, and it came all the way down to $3,000, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's over with. Get out of it. Run. It's the end of the world. The sky is falling." Same thing here. So what was that? That was in March when it started turning back around. Had a little run up here, not quite as high. Back down here to 3,000 again. Then we had this big blow up right here. We came last summer. We could have bought Bitcoin for $3,824. March 2000. Sunday, March 1st, 2000. That was a month of March right there. And again here, it dropped back down to about 5,600 in April. And it took off. And when it started going up, even myself was thinking, God, why didn't I buy at least 2 Bitcoin at $3,000? I could have put $6,000 in there, had 2 of them. Because we all fell into this FUD here. I was still fairly new into crypto here. I mean, I got in 2016, 2017, which had been right back here. Bitcoin was $265 when I got in. So maybe I need to find that market. Where's 265 bucks at? Find a pencil here. 280, 270. right in that area. That's when I got involved in Bitcoin back. That's the two. It's probably right back in this month here. That's 2015. Maybe it was 15, 16. 221. Or I said 265 bucks. So that would have been, yeah, it would have been 2015, 2016 when I got involved in it. So right in there is when I got involved in Bitcoin. And right after I bought my Bitcoin, it took off. And when it hit 2200, right up here, it went up, came back down, and it hit right around 2200 right here. I dumped it. I got out of it because I thought, man, that's it. I've made all the money I'm going to make. It's over with. And then, what, a year later, I'm sitting here going, man, what an idiot I was. $19,000. I had 4 of them. So these are monthly candles. No, you're not talking bad. You're voicing your opinion, and I respect it. You're voicing your opinion, but the opinions and the mood swings and the cycles run with these candles. And what I'm getting to right now is, look here. You're at the same point where everybody was right in here. They're right here. They're in the same point. See it coming down? See how it's starting to flatten out? See how it's starting to come down and flatten out more? I mean, we already had the major drops. There's a big drop. There's a big drop. Starting to flatten out a little bit. Starting to flatten out like this a little bit. I don't think we're too far away from seeing this take, coming back up. I just don't think it's going to be this week or next week. On the monthly chart, we can still see we're on a red dot. We're on the downward flow. I would say we probably have another month of going down before we come back up. And we were in the end of October right now, or end of November. We spanked it all the way down here to 15,000. I mean, one more red candle drop for another month gets down to around 12, 11,000. I think things are looking up on the upside. But then if you look at how I got this drawn out as a reverse wedge and how this opens up, 2025, this shows up around 95,000, which I think we'll get up there sooner. I think we'll get up around 91,000 in the next year and a half, easily. I mean, because you see how high these things spike up and when they take back off. They run up, come down, level off, up. There's an up there. It's coming back down. We'll probably get a little level off area, and we'll get a big spike. So, and if it spikes up out of the ordinary like it has each time, the next big wide spike will be right up in here. What's that? Middle of this summer, next fall, we're going to see ourselves in the $100,000 mark. Yeah. Well, I mean, crypto is worthwhile. I know a lot of people don't think so, or a few people don't think so. I kind of look at crypto kind of like the TV. When TV came out in the early 40s and 50s, a lot of people wanted a TV. They thought it was cool innovation. But there were so many people that said it was the eye of the devil, that they didn't want it in their house because it was going to destroy them, the American people. In a way it has, but in a way it has improved people's lives along the way. Same way with crypto. Well, I mean, Bitcoin is the store of value. We all know that Bitcoin is going to be the foundation of all crypto. I don't think, I can't say for a fact it's not going to get overtaken by market cap. It very possibly could. But just because a coin overtakes something in a market cap doesn't mean Bitcoin is not going to still be the ruler. What I'd like to see in the future is a lot of these small coins take a direction of their own instead of following crypto. But if you look at the stock market, kind of look at crypto like the stock market. The stock market, whether it be Bell or Huey or American Airlines or whoever it is, Tesla, when the US dollar starts to fail, stocks start to fail. And so I kind of look at Bitcoin. When Bitcoin starts to fail and come down, all the other ones start falling and coming down because they're based off that dollar value of the Bitcoin. And the only thing I would like to see happen that would make Bitcoin even stronger and get into past 100,000 into the $1 million mark is when Bitcoin overtakes fiat currency. That's the overtaking, is when it's a real subsidy. And if governments keep deflating the money, the dollar value, and people keep buying Bitcoin and more crypto, eventually crypto will take over the fiat value. And once that happens, that's the flippening I'm waiting for. I'm not waiting for a flippening of like ADA taking over Ethereum or Ethereum taking over Bitcoin. I'm waiting for the flipping of crypto to flip fiat. And when that happens, fiat is going to be one of those things you're going to talk about as a historical thing. Is it was one of the monies of the past, kind of like trade and barter, or when people trade in gemstones, or people traded emeralds and rubies or whatever. Everything runs a couple 100-year cycle, and a new type of money comes into play. And I see that happening. I don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime, unfortunately. I'm 60 years old. But if you're still a young guy and you're in your 20s and 30s, you very well possibly will be using credit cards in the future as payment and not even know you're using crypto, because that's just the way the banks are going to go. Instead of banking, it'll be DeFi. It'll still look the same. They're still going to make it look like the normal bank. Will the US dollar still be a paper dollar? Yeah, but will it say, if you read a dollar on the back, when I was a kid growing up, we'd get a bill and it would say, this note is legal tender for $5 in silver. And at one time I had $100 gold note, which meant if I cashed it in, it was a treasury note and I could cash it in and get $100 worth of gold because it was backed by gold and silver. Well, we can thank, who is that, Nixon, for removing the gold standard and the silver standard off our currency, which really made our money totally worthless. So now they can print, not needing to hold gold or silver in Fort Knox. They can just print and print and print and don't care what it's backed by. It's backed by nothing right now. And fortunately, Bitcoin is backed by people investing their money into it. It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by silver. It's backed by people putting the worthless dollar we have into it. I ain't gonna wear no goggles for it. Yeah, metaverse is a joke. I think that's just I'm not gonna wear goggles for 18 hours either. But it's just part of the metaverse. To me, is the gaming future. I don't look at that as a lifestyle where people are gonna live and work. I look at that as that's where the games are going. Kind of like the Sim City thing. People got really involved in that, and people are actually living that lifestyle of Sim City. I see that getting into the VR type metaverse world, but I don't see the metaverse getting into you go to work and work 10 hours a day in the metaverse as your job. So I'm not real big into the metaverse. I think it's a fad that's going to come and go. That's just my opinion. But I do have my high mark here. Still sits right here. This is my next high for the next bull run at 105,477. I have not moved it. I mean, I'll extend it, make it longer. I will turn that into a golden color because that's my call for the next bull high. And I think it will actually maybe break through that. But what we're seeing in some of these, like this right here, where this is the high, the low comes back down to the mid of that high. This has gone up, came back down. Get back here to the mid of that high. It's going to put us in the $13,000 range, 13.8. And that's what I had marked previous before. There'll be a peak between this point and that point right here. These two right here. And we'll get our next big high run up here, hit 105, maybe 120. And I think our next low that you'll see will probably come down and touch into the $50,000-$60,000 range. That'd be the next lowest you'll see Bitcoin again. You know, it could try to ease down in here to the 48,000, but I don't think you'll ever see these 20,000 again like we've been playing with. Yeah, SimCity is different. No, it ain't. SimCity was before VR goggles and before the metaverse. To me, I think SimCity is kind of the stepping stone to starting people's mind into the metaverse and stuff like that. I'm not ruling that out. That there's people who actually left their husbands and wives and moved across the the world to go live with their Sims partner they met. That was crazy, dude. There's people that left Europe and came to America, and people that left America and went to Europe to go be with their Sims partner they were playing games with because they fell out of reality and fell into a game. That's enough on Bitcoin there. There's Ape. Look at Ape. Ooh. Look at that. We're charting that all the way out there. $27. Look at this. $3. Ape was down to $2.65. That 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 banana fell out of the tree hard there. I'm on a monthly chart. Let's get back to daily charts. Got a green dot. Better buy some. There's not much pumping today. Ape is on Black Friday sale. Oh, well, if you want to see what's on it, yeah, it is. It's the bottom of the barrel for the biggest loser. Luna, it's worse than Luna C right now. Luna C is only down 2.47%. H down 3.43%. Luna C from Binance USD is 3015,843. Hell, my token's even better than that right now. Well, I guess I shouldn't. Oh, I could pull that chart up if you'd like. Well, I'll promise you one thing here. This is my token, and it's not a rug pull because I'm not going to run with it. And I'll show you the chart on CRH token, because I launched it, I invested in it, I put liquidity into it, and I'm not running away with it. Where did that go? There we are. We are at 30659 on CRH. It's not showing the candle all the way in there right now. Let's see where we at here. 1 hour. I lost that. Let me refresh this. There's the 1 hour. Day. There it is. 000659. That is CRH Cryptoholic Token. Can be purchased on PancakeSwap. You know more about it, you can go to the website at cryptoholicstoken.com. There's the white paper. How to buy it is all in here. So, vote tree, all different places it's listed. A small little ad for myself there for Cryptoholics Token. And the only way it gets rug pulled is if I decide to cash out and leave it, which I'm not going to do that because I built that for the people of this community here. No, all these cryptos are a result of Bitcoin, just like the stock market. I mean, if you've never done stocks, then I don't think you'd understand how the stock markets and stuff works. So here's a dollar index from the stock market. And there's JPY, which is Japanese yen, the two leading currencies that control the stock market. Then there's your Dow Jones, which really took off today, made a high, made a nice, beautiful W. I mean, if you look at this, this is a nice, beautiful W on this right here. Or you can look at the smaller time frame of this W right here, right there, little check mark and back off. It blew up out of its channel. Yeah, I drew a channel for the Dow Jones. When it broke up here, started bouncing off that. But the stock market is no different than the crypto market. S&P 500. Looks like an inverted head and shoulders, possibly. It's not rounded, but it could come back down. And personally, S&P 500 left a gap back here. So I look for the S&P 500 to retrace back in this area to cover this gap right here it left. So these four right here, the S&P 500, Dow Jones, JPY, and the dollar index, do play on the Bitcoin industry right now. So when the dollar and the JPX are coming down and the Dow Jones is going up, the S&P 500 is going up, Bitcoin's going down. When the dollar starts going up and the Dow Jones is coming down, Bitcoin goes up. And eventually this will be broken. And Bitcoin will be the ruler instead of the dollar. So, yeah, we're broke out of that channel there. Like I said, this is huge right here. I mean, it's 37,000 is the high it's been back in January the 7th area. I'll draw a line there. I think that could possibly pop off up here again. It's been years since they've had explosions like this out of that. It's always just been a gradual increase. Huge dump, boom, big blow off. And that, guys, you know, just thought I'd hang out here with a few of you guys and cover a few things. Is there anything else you'd like to have covered? Let me check up on some of this chat here. $59,000 to $15,000 at a rug pull. And it's going lower too. We will all see. To me, it's just a cycle how Bitcoin works. So I don't look at it as a rug pull. That's the problem. A lot of people got the word rug pull wrong. Rug pull is when some like me, I develop Cryptoholics Token. All you people go and invest in it, put thousands of dollars in there, and I take all the funds I have and throw it at it and cash it out. And I take all your thousands of dollars and put it in my pocket, and I close out the website and destroy the what do you call it, the blockchain where nobody can trade on it no more, and liquidate it out. That's a rug pull, and that I will never do because I've been involved in one of those, and it's no fun. A market going up and down is just the way a market works. A rug pull is when a developer or somebody who issues stocks out, so like Elon Musk, all that stock out for Tesla and SpaceX. If he was to call all his stock in and cash it all in tomorrow and take his billions of dollars and just run, everybody holding his stocks would be rug pulled because they'd be worthless. QI? Or is that dollar QI? In this chart here. What exchange is that on, Nick? It's on Coinbase. Yeah, I can tell I'm falling behind on stuff. BenQ. Kitty cat coming here. BenQ. Wow, that's on a daily. It's only been around 3 days. Yeah, it's only been around 3 days on Coinbase. So you got the big Coinbase pump and dump, huh? Still getting their pumps and dumps. Wow. Where was it at before? BenQ is on KuCoin, Gate.io, Polynex. I want to say it probably was on KuCoin before it was. Yeah, it's got a longer trend on KuCoin. So let's go back to the daily here. Yeah, look here. 1, 2, 3 days right here. It was diving down, and everybody says, "Oh, it's getting listed on Coinbase. Buy the hell out of it." It blew all the way out of the socket from 0.005 up to 12.012, 12 cents, 100, about 125x. And that's all because it got listed on Coinbase, which that's a fine. It's typical Coinbase reaction. It did bring it back up into these lows here, but it's still not back up over here where it should be. Still got a way to go. Wow, this thing is really down in the dumps, ain't it? It's down to where it originally started almost. Big spike up as high as 41 cents. We've seen this reaction before. Big curl up. Think it's going to be a nice cup and handle. And it turned into a cup and well. Dump. Let me slowly get back into it as we go into this here. So it hit right back to its all-time low again right here. Bounced off that. What we call a dead cat bounce. All the way back down to the original number. Little bounce here, little bounce there, little bounce there. This thing's about as low as it's probably going to go unless it just goes away. So I think your dead cat bounce and roll off there. Let's just do this. It's down here. So you see where it blows up, curls up. It just drops off face of earth. Got to bounce, bounce, tumble, roll, tuck and curl, and it's dead right here. That's why they call it dead cat bounce. It's like it got hit by a car. Just bounced and get curled and rolled. So this here a little bit better. I think this is probably peaked out where it's going to be for right now. Look at some of these other peaks and stuff here. This is already curling over, come back down. This is already crossed, come back down. That's already starting to come back down. Get to the bigger picture of things. LSMA is all the way down here to 0.0726. It is pushing up. We got two candles here. All right, EMA is pushing up here. Wow. Tough one. I mean, it could stop right about here at 0.00810 and bounce back up, but to me, it looks like it's going to meet somewhere up in here next day or two, around 790, 00798 area, and maybe start leveling out again like this right here. I mean, to get any kind of big movement out of this, it's going to have to bounce up and test. What is that? The 100. The white line. The white line's his. Let's see what he has. 200. White is 200. And that is the 300 moving average. So that's a 200 EMA and a 300 moving average. So yeah, it needs to get up here and test these two here, blow past that 300, and retest the 300 to go any further. So BenQ has been better. Yeah, I hate to say it, but from going back and looking at KuCoin and looking at CoinBase, that is a typical CoinBase pump and run. That's your 3-hour chart on CoinBase right there. This is out here is people putting their money from KuCoin into CoinBase, letting it pump up. They're cashing out. They're going to buy, as soon as it comes back down, they'll buy back in. So yesterday's low was at 0.008. I think all these people who transfer funds over from KuCoin into here to pump this cashed out. You'll see them probably buy back in when it gets back down. They'll keep their profits, but they'll get the same amount of coins back and have, money in their pocket. I said yested testes. Did I say that? Oh, excuse me. My chest is starting to burn. Yep, Blue Egg. I did create my own token. I didn't want to, but everybody on my live stream wanted a fan token. So I created it for my followers. I didn't create it for myself because everybody said they'd love to have a CRH token, thought it would be cool. So I put the efforts in and created it. So it's not, if it had been just me wanting to create a token, I would have never done it. It cost me more than it was worth. I haven't made a dime off of it. Every penny I've had, any kind of profits came back in, I dumped back into the liquidity. And I don't plan on ever cashing it out. So I made it for my followers. I didn't make it for myself. And if you have the knowledge and know-how, anybody can create their own cryptocurrency. A lot of people have. Some people created it just for fun between them and their friends. Some people, they create a cryptocurrency for their business, like a stock. I guess you could say it's a fan token, but maybe it's like holding stock in CRH live stream. I don't know. It does have some dividends it pays out as you hold it. It does pay out Spaces rewards, which is the token I launched it off of. And Spaces is moving and going places. They're actually a business. Yeah, I would love to see Luna C get listed. I'd love to see the old Luna that we were all holding get relisted on Coinbase. But with all the stuff that went on with Luna, I kind of lost a lot of hope in it. So we'll have to see if that ever comes back to life. Never know. So is there anything else you guys want to look at this evening before I jump off here? I don't even know what time it is. In fact, it is Friday, ain't it? It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I thought it was more like 6, 7 o'clock at night. I'm probably going to be taking my pain meds here in about another hour or two. Well, I investigated it, and I can't say that Sam Freed brought down anything other than himself. Don't believe everything you hear in the media of what's going on. I mean, who knows? Not sure who brought down Sam Freed. Was he just that naive of a nice guy and he got railroaded by some businessmen that didn't want him in the industry no more? Or was he really a crook? That's a question you got to ask yourself. You know, did he really take advantage of the system and rob people like they say he did? Or is that just the narrative they want you as a consumer to absorb? Now, CZ left him out to dry. CZ could have bought it and saved it, but CZ, from what I understood and heard, CZ was going to bail him out, and at the last minute, bailed on him. It's awesome. 5 million Luna C staking at 330% APR. That's pretty cool. I mean, I hate to say it. I mean, before Coinbase and a lot of those places, Binance was a place we traded at. Binance has been around the longest, and now they're trying to make him out to be the thug, and they want to try to wreck him. What's next? They're going to take Binance down? That would be astronomical. That right there would put a huge dent in crypto if Binance got taken down. So I don't think that will happen, but can't say never. Stranger things have happened. Look at Mount Gox. If Binance got taken down, that would be bigger than Mount Gox. Yeah, the church don't lie, but they're not scamming people. The charts are charts. Me personally, I think Binance has been fairly up and up. They even got Binance US, which is regulated by the US regulations, and they've managed to keep their nose clean there. Now, the Binance that we used to trade on before US, it had some, you know, it had just about every coin listed, and there were some shady coins on there. Yeah, I use Trust Wallet, MetaMask. I use, I got all kinds of different wallets. I mean, I bet you, I use Core QT Core wallets. Um, God, what's that? Oh, what's the other one I'm invested in? Um, they came out with their own wallet. I mined that coin when it first launched. It's now their own wallet. Let me minimize this here. Infinity wallet, Exodus wallet. I got Exodus, Infinity. I got MetaMask. I got Kepler wallet. I got I got all kinds of wallets, guys. I've even had my QT wallets hacked before. So, and that's all because the developer who gave up the project to another developer, let that developer take it over, made everybody do an upgrade to upgrade their wallet. And when everybody upgraded, it extracted all of our coins from us. I lost 1.2 million or 1.8 million pigeon tokens that way that I mined. I think everybody does. I think everybody gets taken advantage of once or twice, but once you learn by your mistakes, you're a lot more inclined to not let it happen again. So, and that was the main reason I started coming on and doing crypto, was try to educate some of the newer people. I got a Discord channel. I got Telegram, Instagram. I got Twitter. I don't tweet a lot. I don't get on those other channels a lot. Discord is my go-to. There is a link in the bios to my Discord. It is totally free. I don't charge people for any kind of questions or information. I don't have a special channel, what you want to call it, a supporter channel. People who want to support this, do so by becoming members. I do run a 24/7 live stream. Matter of fact, let me click on my edit button. So when I get done here, everybody and anyone will get automatically redirected to the live stream that runs 24/7. Leave that. Nick and TNX are two of my longest mods that have been around. I appreciate them very much for being here for us. So my door got opened up again. Let me close that door here. I'll be right back. I do have pets opening my doors. Sorry about that. I kill my camera when I get up because I'm wearing my pajamas, bottom. Let's start my just got cleaned up today. Got cleaned up. But I haven't shaved. I can't shave. They told me I'm not to shave for 2 weeks after my surgery. They don't want me getting close to all those stitches I got in my neck. So I'm gonna get kind of scruffy and looking pretty awful here pretty soon. So don't get into name callings on here. Yeah, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Don't down somebody because they don't like crypto or they want to come here and voice their opinion. You know, I feel like free speech is free speech. They want to come on here and tell me I'm a turd and I don't know what I'm talking about. That's fine. They can do that too. But we get into name calling, then we'll start putting people in timeout. I don't want to get into that. You know, respect everybody's opinion because we're all different people from different walks of life, and we all have different opinions from different parts of the world. And believe me, this live stream, my live streams do connect with people in over 40 different countries. I mean, I can take a bashing up to a certain point, but yeah, I'm rusty. I haven't been following the charts like I should have been. Um, but through the medical issues and getting back into the game, that's where we're headed here. So let's get back over here to Binance. Let's see what is there's XRP. Made a nice little run up today. Daily chart for XRP. There's a lot of people holding XRP out there. XYO. See how I chart XYO. I drew a wedge for it here with extended lines. It fell through it, tried to run it up, ran the line back down, tried to recover, and then took a crap. Poof. Typical XYO. There's TNX's favorite, corrupt CRPT. There's my cats opening doors again. ADA. ADA's in a long downward spiral for a while. I think it will recover. It's just falling like the rest of the market. Algo. Yeah, look at some of these. Cardano, XRP, ETH, and BTC are no, they're not. Man, I can't even think of some of the old coins we used to deal with back in the day when I first got into crypto. That I don't even hear about. I remember Tron. Everybody was talking about how Tron was going to take over the market. I don't hear jack about Tron anymore. Come on, put open the door. I got 3 cats. They all want to open the door. Yeah, BTC's the oldest, but man, I'd have to dig into my laptop. Once I get the other computer hooked up and get the laptop over here where I can get it offline and start looking into it, I'll start looking at some of the core wallets. We'll talk about some old coins in. But yeah, I got some old coins around. Reading was one of them. My mind, I've mined so I forgot about more coins that I mined that are on this computer. I'd have to go open the wallet to see what they even are. Hey, creature. Yeah, it's been a while, brother. It's been a long while since I've been on a live stream talking to people, but I'm surviving. Got my surgery done. Getting slowly off my pain meds, feeling better. Here, I'll sit up here and show you where they kind of got a hold of me. Kept me open here. Yeah, they kept me in here and went all the way to the back. Put in a few plates and screws. It said I had a screw loose, so I volunteered to cut my throat. No, there's a lot of people in America that have Tron, so we're not going to start that attitude or we don't deal with racism in this channel. But there's a lot of streamers in the United States that have bought Tron and hold Tron, but it was very hard for American people to buy Tron because that was during the launch of Tron was about the time the U.S. government started restricting crypto, and everything had to be in compliance. And it was making it even harder for people to get a hold of it. So buying Tron was really hard to get a hold of in the United States at the time. So I wouldn't say it's racist. I would say it's more of government control. It'd be like someone saying that, you know, Korea is racist because they don't buy crypto at all. They're controlled by their government. It's not about race. It's about governments trying to control everybody. And crypto is meant to be for the free people, to be a free product for everybody worldwide to use. And it's our governments that are restricting us from accessing what we want to access, giving us the liability we want on our own. They say they're trying to protect us. Well, that's working so well with gun control in Chicago. Ask people in Chicago how well protected they are. The most strictest place in the United States for gun control has the most death per capita by guns. I don't get it. Tron token is an Asian developed coin. It has a lot of great use, but just a lot of people couldn't get their hands on it. Very hard to get a hold of and buy. It's just like ADA. There's some countries that won't allow ADA to be sold. Exact, Honda, I agree with you. Like little Johnny told the teacher, you know, if guns kill people, then his pencil wrote down the wrong answers. He should have had an A on that test. Chicago does have some beautiful areas. Don't get me wrong. I don't live too far out of Chicago. There are some beautiful areas in Chicago. Just like there's some beautiful areas in Los Angeles and there's some nasty areas. Every place has their good places and every place has their bad place. I don't care what part of the world you're in. I don't care if you're in the Philippines, if you're in Korea, if you're in Australia, or anywhere in the world. They all have beautiful places in beautiful cities, but they all have the worst places you don't want to be. So to me, it's not a continent thing. It's just life. But man, it's good to see everybody. Good to get on here and rant and talk. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel as we get going here and I got my studio flipped around, things hooked back up. And if you get off that chart here, go back to the full view. Oh, come on. My TV's not connecting. And it didn't. Let me see what I can fix here. Clicked the wrong button there. There it is. That's the 24-hour live stream that runs 24/7. I have it imported in on my TV here, and for some reason it just lost signal. So KK, they didn't have to pull them off. They asked me to take them off. From looking at some of those nurses, I was willing to take them off. Yeah, they had me stripped totally down for my surgery, and it was in case in case something go wrong, if they cut an artery or in case I went into a stroke, they had to have access to everything. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it better or not. But yeah, I got a little gash in there. It did a number on me. But we're all good now. I'll get through this, get back on track, start talking about more crypto. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the studio view I got set up here. And if you don't get off my computer, you're going to be a fried cat. Cat who likes to get on my computers. Come here. Come here. You want to see everybody? Huh? Come here. You want to see the monster? There's my monster. He's about ready to claw me. Ouch. And he just did. He ain't got no front claw, but boy, that back claw hurts. He's my computer monster. That burns. But yeah, you're my monster, aren't you? Come here. Yes, you are. He doesn't like to be held, but he likes to be pet. You don't want me to pet him now if he clawed me. But But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to try to get back into doing a morning show like I did before. That was pretty early in the morning. Um, I know we didn't get a lot of viewership out of that until after the show was over with. Oh, where's my Kleenex? Ouch. But I know I'm going to get back to doing more routine live streams and start covering more crypto content. We'll get back to doing that. TNX, you know I've been to Chicago. Oh, a truck driver for 37 years, over 4 million miles under my belt. I think I've been to Chicago more times than a lot of people that live there. Been to Jersey City, downtown New York, out on the island, Dix, New York. Been to, oh, you're talking about Mr. Hunts Point. Man, I've been in the bad areas of LA. Hey, TNX, there's people, there are some people that love going to Chicago. There's people that actually go to vacation to Chicago. Like I said, Chicago has some beautiful areas. Hey, Mata, I just seen your name up there. Doing well, man. I'm starting to feel better. Starting to move my head around a little more. I took a shower. I learned real fast I couldn't lean my head over backwards to wash my head. So that was a chore trying to wash my hair, but I'm getting a little movement back. Starting to wiggling it left and right. When I do this, I feel things creaking and popping in there. It kind of scares me, but I guess it's just going to be a matter of time and some therapy to exercise the neck more and keep the calcium and build up from building up in there, and any of the, what do they call, arthritis scars are cool. Yeah, well, I got too many of them. I know. I'm hoping this one, the way he cut me, I got a big old knot over here, but they try to follow the seam line in your neck. I, I got a little seam line right here, so that's where he tried to follow the seam line where he cut me. But I think over here maybe they might have opened it and actually tore it because it's all knotted up hard. But that's not my only scar. I got one on my side and one on my lower back from when I had fusion 8 years ago in my lower back. So my spinal cord's been fused in 3 places now. My lower back and in my neck. If I get any more fusions, I might as well just run a rod from my ass to my forehead. Lock me up so I don't have to have any more. But yeah, where they pulled my windpipe and my vocal cords and everything out of the way to get in there, I still got like I feel like a large knot in my throat. But we'll get off the subject and get back to crypto, or you guys enjoyed the time here. I know I did. I appreciate everybody showing up here and hanging out. ETH is a bargain. I didn't even look at ETH, did I? There we go. 1198. What did it get down to? 1068. The load over here. 876. I was charting that ETH. Let's see here. Let's go back to not futures. Let's go to MC charts because I was charting ETH over there. Not in the Bybit. It's in. Is it in here? Is it ETH in here? There. There we go. Get off auto. Yeah, I still don't think Ethereum's done either. See, when Bitcoin decides to make its next low, I think Ethereum will get down here to $700, $600 area. I know at one time I was talking 400, but that was only if Bitcoin got down below 11,000. But I wasn't far off my numbers here because I think I called 870 and it got down to 876. So, and I was calling that way back a few months before it happened. I was talking about ETH dropping into there when we were still up in here. Just the nature of the market. It's how it's going to run. So yeah, still look for ETH to get the 775 to 690 area. That's this. Let's move these over here in line with the chart. The next big dump. Move that one over here. And we know 876 was a low, so we'll bring 870 over here. That over there, because that's where it hit the bottom over here. Yep. That number there. I still think ETH would go on sale a little more. I mean, it's got a green dot on the market cipher. It's above the LSMA. Look like it could possibly curl back up. But it's flat lined right now. It's not curled. It's just a flat line. Which leaves it the next daily candle or two could flatten that back down. Something to keep an eye on. Appreciate it, Matt. Thank you very much. But guys, I'm going to cut this short. I'm going to go get myself a bite to eat. I think I've has a couple pieces of toast today. So till then, we'll see you guys on the live stream. You don't have to leave here and go to the live stream because when I end this, it's going to automatically send you to the live stream. You're going to get teleported. So have a wonderful day, guys.